Hi friends, and welcome back to another video. My name is Brittany and you have either stumbled across or chosen to return to do more with Doolittle. I am putting my hair in action mode and getting ready to get this house clean. We are tackling the entire house today, a whole house clean with me. This is on a Friday, and the next day we are having friends over for like the college football season premiere. And so we'll be having friends over and we're grilling and cooking and doing all kinds of stuff. And I needed to spend this day and get the house in decent shape. So we're starting off in the kitchen. We needed to jam some tunes. So you saw my kiddo dancing to Beyonce like all sane people should. And it was getting me in the mood and hyped up to get this place clean. As you can see, we have tons of dishes, and this all was just from last night. I had the kitchen cleaned before dinner, and normally I'll try to make it look a little bit better before I go to bed. Not really, I don't clean dishes at night. That's just after we put our kid down. That's just whenever me and my husband hang out, and so try not to let housework consume that time. But this, I was just like, okay, this is for you guys, and I just threw it all over here. We had putty mix, or whatever that's called, like a mud mix on the counter, and it was just, we have screwdrivers in the sink. It's just a whole mess. So let's roll up our sleeves, crank some tunes, grab your drink, and let's get started.
Can't find the words to say. Pack up, sleep. We're going away. I'm sorry we can't stay. I know
I told you we had a ton of dishes to get done this morning. I had a whole dishwasher going, and then all of this, every time I turned around, found more dishes that I needed to clean. My husband is like a grilling, smoking fanatic, not a cigarette smoking, like a meat smoking fanatic, and which is great because that also means less cooking for me, but that definitely means way more dishes. When I cook, I clean as I cook, but I also use as little utensils and uh, uh, kitchen tools, pots, pans, everything. I use the least that I possibly can, even to the point it's a illness, but if I'm cutting like an onion with a knife that's not so sharp, but I've already started using the knife, I will continue to use that knife even though I could get a sharper knife because that would mean I need to wash one more dish. It is I even as I'm doing it, I'm thinking, Brittany, this is so silly, just get another knife. But everyone has their little quirks. But anyway, when my husband cooks, grills, whatever. He uses everything he can get his hands on. So this is just from last night, and that's fine. I kind of enjoy dishes. So I think we've had a dishwasher in most of the places we've lived except our first apartment, and I still chose to hand wash everything. I use the dishwasher as a drying rack. Just until we moved into this house, have I really started using the dishwasher more regularly. So, anyway, that was a lot of unnecessary information, but that's why we have so many dishes to clean, and we're almost there. We're getting to the end of the dishes, but we're going to move on to the microwave. To be honest, had not cleaned the microwave since we've moved in, so it was time. So we're going to get that going and wipe the counters off and do a couple other random stuff in the kitchen before we move on into the living room.
Too hungry to eat out, too dressed up to stay in. I guess I'll call and ask around to see if someone's sent for the win. And we all got different highs, and no one likes to wait. No, no
We have the end tables wiped down, the TV stand wiped down, and the TV. So I'm going to get the couches and the carpet vacuum so that I can carpet clean a couple spots, and I'll show you those in a second. This just might be the reality of this channel for the cleaning videos, henceforth and forevermore, that there will be probably some segment of carpet cleaning being done. At this particular instance, my husband thought it was a good idea to give my son blackberries while he was sitting on the couch, and it became a berry massacre. So we're going to tackle that. As I was doing that, I saw that there was a stain either from the child or from the pets. Who knows? But regardless, needs to be cleaned up. So since I was going to have to do that, I figured I probably should try to maintain the hair festivities going on this cat tower. I mentioned it in a video from my last house, but I use this little glove and it helps to pull out all of the hair that's matted down on here. And I use this on my couches and this, and it gets a lot of that up. You'll see just how much. And so we're going to tackle that. If you can't tell, take a look at the walls. They are a patchwork of mud. And so that should indicate to you we have some fun stuff coming up in here. I mentioned it before, but I wasn't planning on getting to painting the main living area for a while, just because it's kind of daunting and we're not going to hire it out. So that leaves me to do it. And I just wasn't quite ready, but I want to do a fall cleaning video or fall cleaning and decorating video really soon because I'm already kind of behind. Uh, but I don't really have many places to decorate with the TV on the TV stand. And it was kind of a snowball from there. I wanted to hang the TV so I can decorate, but I don't want to hang the TV until the wall is painted. And I can't paint the walls until we mud some of the random spots. So it's just, so now it has to happen. All because I want to decorate for fall, but I'm excited. Hopefully, I'll be able to get a video of just the paint update and a little bit of updates to you next week, and then a fall decorate right after that by the end of next week. Hopefully, I'm really hopeful, but I'm sure it will be more of an undertaking than it seems right now. So now that we're finished with that, I'm just going to clear off this table, and I believe after that we move on upstairs. We have moved on upstairs. This is the nursery. I don't even think I've shown this room yet, but I was in here. Obviously, I'm in here all the time, but I was in here yesterday and was just noticing how desperately it needed a wipe down. At the crib, everything needed a wipe down. I'm honestly really bad about keeping up with wiping down his nursery. We don't stay in here very often. Like we come in here and we do nap in bedtime, but other than that, we're really not in here that much, and so I just don't think about it. But even on this day, as I kept going, I was noticing even more how badly it needed. Like it wasn't my plan to wipe down the drawer fronts of this dresser, but as I was restocking and putting things away, I noticed that there was a lot of spots on there that needed to be cleaned off. So it feels really good to get that taken care of, and I'll just have to make a mental note to do that more. So, um, there's also a very random task in this room that I've been wanting to get taken care of, and that was the window covering thing. So we went to Lowe's and got whatever blackout paper shade, and we put it behind the blinds, but it just wasn't blacking out a lot of sun. And so we've got another one to put over top of the blinds, but my husband put it on the little covering. And so there was a big gap. So we had these towels hanging down, and it was just something I kept wanting to do. It's really a catch 22, I feel like, whenever you're doing sleep training, because when you start out, like, I read all the articles, all I watched all the videos about making noise and letting your kid, like your newborn, sleep in well lit areas and noisy areas so that they can sleep anywhere. But then whenever you're sleep training, everywhere says like blackout and white noise. And so now we're just like in a weird spot where, and he's always been a poor sleeper, but if he can see, he wants to do. He wants to be up and moving. He has the most intense case of FOMO, so I wanted to get this a little bit more blackout and also not look so tacky with towels hanging off the curtain rod. So we're just going to finish up in the nursery and then pick up the playroom, which we utilize well every day. So, and then we'll be upstairs for a little bit longer. And then during his nap, we move back downstairs.
Doubt makes me feel whatever, and rain is my favorite weather. God is 1,000 wishes, and I do hope your wish comes true. But I'll never be your missus. I'll never say I do. But I remember sneaking out the back door, listening to the radio. All my dreams fulfill at the end of the rainbow. You can't put out this fire 'cause I'm a volcano. Sane is my mental condition, and I've got a simple mission to see what I've never seen, to go where I've never been.
I have a load of laundry going, and now we are cleaning up the playroom so that I can vacuum the upstairs. This is actually really cool. It's a marble track, and I found this whenever I was looking for Amazon Prime deals, and I sent it over to my mom because she's always asking me what she can buy for my son Judson, and I prefer either experience gifts or like learning toys, but so I had sent this over to her, and it has really been just fun to watch him problem solve, and for me too. I just like coming up with new tracks, but I'm taking it apart because it was already that track was already torn apart and not useful. So I do come up here later because tomorrow when we have friends over, they have a little girl his age. And so I wanted to have the playroom staged for them to play. I replaced the batteries in this little jumping toy, and then I set up a whole track for the marbles. I like to do that for Judson typically while he's napping or before he plays in here. I'll set up different toys just to stimulate him. And if you're interested, I can link the marble track, but it's been really cool. Right now, he's mainly just a baby Godzilla and destroys it, but I can already tell that his brain is working and he's trying to figure things out. And so just as he gets older, I think he'll really exercise those brain muscles.
Getting your attention.
mentioned earlier that the next project for this house is to paint the main living area. As I'm doing the voiceover, I'm actually prepping to do that now. We were waiting on a sander to come in. It's a long explanation that I'll probably go into in that video, but that's the next thing on our um, house project horizon. And then I think right after that will probably be this bathroom. We've had it all patched up for quite a while, actually, probably that first week or two that we've been in the house. So it's definitely I'm getting more and more excited to do it rather than overwhelmed to do it. I don't know if you've experienced that when you have projects looming over you, but I feel like sometimes it's just too overwhelming, and then there comes a point where you're excited to do it. And so the work isn't as overwhelming. And up until now, it's just been overwhelming. But I ordered a couple Etsy prints and for the bathroom, and I've been not really a full-on mood board, but looking at inspiration pictures, and I'm really starting to get there. So but that's still, I can't get ahead of myself. I need to focus at what's at hand. So the living room is coming, but not long after. So you see all the patchwork on these walls, it will come. But we wanted to make it easier on ourselves and get a sander, which you'll see in the next, actually, it might be the next video after this one. So all that passed. Let's focus on this bathroom. The shower is pretty small. I haven't recorded cleaning the shower yet, but it's just small and hard to work in. And normally I clean my shower while I'm taking a shower. I just have that scrub brush that has Dawn and vinegar in it, and I just scrub it down while I'm in the shower. That's just the easiest way to do it for me. But I held off so that I could do it for the video, and then we're going to do the tub and finish off up here, and we need to go and finish off in the downstairs, put the dishes away and all of that. So this day was so long. It started right after my morning cup of coffee and didn't end until that night. So it feels that way even watching it back. So I hope that at least translates to motivation for you. We're finally back downstairs. Felt like I was saying that so many times in the last few voiceovers. I kept forgetting that we had more to do upstairs, but we're finally back downstairs. My son's still napping, and I need to put all these dishes away. The dishwasher is done, and all of these are dried. So before I can finish off in the kitchen, I need to put all of these away. Let me know what your least favorite chores are, because putting dishes away ranks like top two. Top one probably being anything floors related. I really dislike vacuuming, sweeping, mopping. I dislike it with such a strong passion. I maybe if I had a nicer vacuum, but honestly, probably not. Um, and I got a Crosswave, which I'll use later. I got it as like my Mother's Day gift. It was my choice. He didn't choose to give me a cleaning tool as a Mother's Day gift, but that's what I wanted. So I got that for Prime Day deals. We like held off for Prime Days to fulfill the Mother's Day gift. Anyway, that was unnecessary, but I got that because I so much dislike doing floors that I just won't. I will put them off endlessly, and so I thought if I had a utensil or a machine, that would make it a lot easier. And it does. I definitely mop a whole lot more because you do while you're sweeping. You don't have. It's just, oh my gosh, it's so much better. And we haven't even got to the crosswave yet. So let me focus at what's at hand and how much I dislike putting dishes away. I don't know what it is. I enjoy doing dishes, but putting them away is just an irrational dislike. But they're away now, and so we need to finish all of these random tasks that are left behind. These grates, I don't know what they're called, the little filters that go under your microwave. Um, and then I needed to clean the hose for the carpet cleaner since I just used that. And then I think we're set here. And we still have the powder bath to clean and the office to straighten up. Still so much left to do, but we've accomplished so much so far. I hope that you have gotten some stuff done and that this has helped with your productivity, because this should suffice for mine for quite a little while. Feels so good to have laundry going on a day where you have a lot of stuff to get done. It's like something that's productively being accomplished without your immediate attention. That does result in a basket full of laundry that has to be folded and put away at the end of the day or the next day or the next day after that. uh, but hey, something's getting achieved, so that feels good. And we needed to switch the laundry over and get another load going, and then we can move on to another room. But I wanted to ask you guys a question, interact with you a little bit. That's what I was most looking forward to with having a channel, was just meeting new people. I'm a high functioning introvert, I think, is how I would be classified. So it's just like I really enjoy getting to know people. It's that first step. So I wanted to ask you your favorite thing about fall. Let me interject real quick. This is a cabinet that I didn't need for kitchen storage, and so it's just a Judson cabinet. I put some toys in there, and it's one of those like what do they call it, zones? Just I have random zones throughout my house where I can entertain a child. So anyway, I wanted to ask you, what's your favorite thing about the season coming up? I love the fall time. I love the steady and slow drop of weather, of temperature, and the more things you can do outside, the layers, the warm drinks, it's just everything about fall. I love the holidays and just the activities you can do with family, and I'm really excited to do that here. We're closer to family for me, at least my mom, and so I'm just looking forward to all of those things. For decorating, that was a big push for getting the downstairs painted and kind of more in a finished fashion, so that I could enjoy more decorating and just having a space to make family memories. There's just so many things for the fall, I feel like, that um, just aid to that making memories. And so I'm looking forward to that. Let me know below what's your favorite thing about fall, or if you're just really sad that summer is ending, that's fine too. But I'd love to know your name. If you've stuck this far into the video, then you are the real champ, and I want to know you. So please let me know who you are below. And let's get this floor cleaned up and mopped. As you can see, there's just a lot on the floor. I mentioned it before. I hate sweeping, mopping. So we're busting out the Bissell Crosswave, and we're gonna get this done.
Baby, what's on your mind? Thinking about all the mistakes you made. Oh, it used to be so easy. We had all the time in the world. I can feel your heart is rushing, and you got nothing more to buy. So you're trying to fill with something. It don't matter what you're trying to say. It's all going to get you. Everything's closing in on you now. But you don't want anything new. You just get behind a mule and plow. Now it's so different to play it, and we just don't know how to dance. So
I love this crosswave. It makes this task so much more bearable for me. And as you saw, it got up so much. These little parts catch all of the bigger crumbs and things that it's vacuuming up. And so instead of tossing that down my sink, I just want to throw that away. But you saw how dark that water was too. It makes me feel better. Before, I didn't have like an actual mop either. I had a steam mop, and although the pad gets dirty, you don't ever see that, and it's just satisfying to see how much it pulls up and actually cleans. So I really do like this, and I want to be better about taking care of it. So here we are. We're going to clean it all out, clean the machine, run it like it tells you to. I've been trying to be a lot better about taking care of these items, but this is it. We finally finished everything for this day. Tomorrow will hold its own task, but today I feel so accomplished. I hope that you were able to get some stuff done and feel accomplished yourself. Thanks for hanging out with me. Please come back for the next video and let's hang out some more and get a little bit more done together. Bye, friends.